What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we're gonna do another part out. Now I have in front of me a 2004 Infiniti G35 Coupe, and you guys can see it's seen better days. It is pretty much totaled as far as this vehicle goes.
Previously.
So there's been a slight change of plans with this car. I did post it up for sale for like a week for $6,500. I did get one good offer in person for $5,800. However, I did turn them down because I feel like this car is in pretty good shape and I didn't want to get anything lower than $6,300. I have a friend of mine that has a G35 Coupe, a 2004, that he recently was rear-ended, and the back was kind of pushed in, so the car is pretty much totaled. However, he needs a car, so he messaged me and asked me if I would want to trade plus cash on his end. So right now he's gonna come with his car, and he's gonna give me $4,400 plus his car. So I think that was an okay deal. The car that he has runs and drives, and yeah, he needs a car, so I'm kind of just hoping to help him out in a way. It's gonna benefit me as well, because if it does run, I can part it out and make another $4,000 on that car by parting it out. So it kind of opens up room for more money down the road. It's gonna be work, but it will be more money. So I think I am gonna trade it plus the $4,400. And yeah, I mean, this car, like I said, it's in good shape. It runs and drives, and it needs some work, but it's not like a total lemon like most G35s. So we ended up trading, and this is what I got. So this is a 2004 Infiniti G35 Coupe. We did trade wheels. I wanted to keep the rays. They have good tires, so he ended up keeping his stocks. This right here is pretty much a totaled vehicle, because as you guys can tell from the rear, that is going to be expensive to fix. Now the front of the vehicle is not too bad. This fender is the only thing that's kind of messed up, but aside from that, it's not too bad. So the silver G35 sold for $4,400. I got this car for free technically, because I got it as a trade, but this car is valued at $1,500 give or take. So in total, I have $5,900, $1,500 being that this car is worth that much. So what I'll do next is try to make more money by parting this one out. So I wasn't planning on parting out this vehicle anytime soon. However, people want the interior, so I'm gonna remove the interior from this vehicle. I'm gonna get $400 for the whole black interior, minus like the dash and the center console. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these parts off. I technically don't need any of those things to move the car around, and that's the most I've gotten for seats. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these guys, door cards, front seats, rear seats, and then I'm gonna hopefully sell them all for $400. So I have the front of the vehicle pretty much removed. Took me about maybe 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the back seats, and then I'm also gonna remove that cover right there. Got the rear door cards off, rear seats are off, rear bottom cushion is off, and the front seats are gone also. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the guy to come so he can pick them up. I bought this car for $1,500 technically, so I've made back $400. So now I just need to sell $1,100 in parts, and that should be pretty easy. All right, so about 40 minutes later, you know, I finished taking everything off from the inside. The seats, I sold them for $400, so not too bad. I also sold some injectors and coil packs from the last part out vehicle, so I made another 160 on that. So 560, not bad at all for hours work. So I'm gonna continue parting this vehicle out. The wheels I'm gonna end up putting on that white 350Z, which you guys have probably seen it at this point. So it's maybe like 3 days later. Today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these Spec D headlights and install them on my sister-in-law's G35. The real MVPs will remember this vehicle that I had not too long ago. Still runs and drives excellent, but the headlights are getting a little bit yellow, and it's time to freshen it up. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna be swapping these headlights out. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna remove the engine because I already have a buyer for it, and I also need to sell the core support. So I'm gonna sell those two things. So I'm selling the engine for $900. That's not including any accessories. I am selling the core support. I have that listed for $160, and that's also gonna be sold fairly soon here. I'm gonna go ahead and back up this vehicle into the garage, where I'm gonna leave it for the remainder of the time that I have it here. So I'm gonna make some room, organize a few things. I didn't really want to do another part out so soon, just because there is still a lot of parts that I have here from the other part out that I did that I haven't sold. So as you guys can see, I have a fender, I have all that up there. So a lot of stuff that I technically have in this garage that need to be sold. So if you need any parts and you're local, hit me up. I am not shipping anything out at this time, so only local to Phoenix, Arizona. So hit me up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this vehicle in here like I said, and I'm gonna put it on jacks so that I can start removing that engine and start parting out the vehicle. So today I'm gonna be selling the crash bar. I'm gonna sell that for $160. I'm also gonna try to make my way at the engine because the engine is already sold. So I am gonna sell this engine for $900. I need to remove it. As you can see, it's still in the vehicle. But selling the crash bar couldn't come at a better time because I hate leaving stuff, you know, laying around in the garage that I can trip over. So yeah, all I gotta do here is just drain the coolant. I'm gonna lift up the vehicle because I might sell these wheels today as well. So I'm gonna jack it up, put it on jack stands, and then work my way at removing the engine, like I said. And then slowly but surely, we're gonna keep continuing to part out this vehicle. So as you guys can see, I took a few more parts off the vehicle here. I did end up trading my wheels for these G35 Rays with pretty decent tires. They are pretty curb rash, but hey, they're Rays and they're 19s and they look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably keep these wheels, maybe toss them on one of my other cars that I have, maybe that silver 350 that you guys probably haven't seen yet. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So today I'm gonna sell this grill for $60. It's a little bit chipped here and there, but it can be fixed. I'm also gonna sell this interior pillar for 30 bucks, and then I'm gonna sell this fender for 120 tomorrow. For now, we'll get this guy off. I pretty much have it unbolted already. It should just come out. There we go. I'll probably just leave it there just for now. So it's the next day, and what I'm doing right here is finishing unbolting everything from the engine so that I can remove it. At this point, it's pretty much free. I just need to lift it up and remove it from the engine bay here. As you guys can see, we do have aftermarket headers and test pipes, so that's a score. It also has BC coilovers, only in the front. The rears are stock. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and remove this engine because it's going to go today. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have the engine out of the vehicle. So what I'm going to focus on right now is removing all the accessories, removing the coil packs, the headers, test pipes, disconnecting the transmission, because I'm just going to sell the engine. I'm not going to sell any accessories with this, so no alternator, no power steering pump, no AC compressor, just basically just the engine itself. I'm going to go ahead and do that now so that I can call the guy to pick up this engine and then yeah, continue partying this vehicle out. Alright guys, so as you can see, I finished taking off all the accessories, the headers, throttle body, coil packs, pretty much everything except, you know, like the wiring harness. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy. I even removed the transmission. I normally don't sell these transmissions, but you never know, I might get lucky. If I don't sell it, I'm gonna just throw it away with the car when I'm done. Those are the parts that I removed. These are Megan headers along with ISR resonated test pipes. The Megan headers, they're actually not too bad in quality. It's just the fitment around the studs kind of sucks. So I had to struggle with that to get them off because my socket was too big. So I ended up getting them off with a wrench. So that was kind of finicky. Some of the bolts were loose because I'm assuming when they install them, they couldn't tighten them up because of the clearance. But overall, I mean, for the price, they're not bad. So yeah, right now I'm just waiting for this engine to get picked up. I'm gonna probably clean up right now and call it a day. So I am continuing to part out this G35. What I'm taking off right here is the double din kit here. So I'm gonna sell that for $140. Normally new they're like 200 bucks, and this one is in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna sell that right now. It's been a little bit slow parting out this vehicle, but it's not terrible. I'm slowly still making money, and there's still quite a few parts that need to be removed. So it's been about a month since I've recorded anything on this black G35 that I'm parting out. It still has a ton of parts, but lately I haven't been lucky with finding people to buy these parts. A lot of it has to do with Facebook Marketplace. I actually got banned from Facebook Marketplace for some weird reason. So I'm in the process of getting that fixed, but it's taking so long. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take everything off that I'm going to sell it later on, like the coilovers, BC coilovers, lower control arms, and all that stuff. I'm going to take everything off, and then I'm going to set everything to the side.
2 days later.
So it's been about maybe a month and a half that I've had this G35 in my garage, and the day has finally came. I'm going to get rid of this car here soon, and what I wanted to do is break down how much money I've made parting out this G35. So in total, I've made $3,450 parting out this car. If you subtract the amount that I bought this car for, which was $1,500, I get a total profit of $1,945. So this is pretty much gonna wrap up the end of the video. If you guys did find it entertaining, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.